I found this Ralph Lauren plaid blazer when I was thrifting and I love it. It's basically my size, but it's got these giant shoulder pads in it. So today I'm gonna show you how to remove the shoulder pads from a blazer, and I'm gonna show you that secret spot inside the blazer for turning it inside out. So here's the blazer on. Not a bad fit, but I'm definitely not going in public with these giant shoulder pads in it. Not my look. And if that's your look, totally cool. But I'm gonna show you how to get these shoulder pads out in a jiff. The first thing we need to do is turn the jacket inside out. And what we're gonna do is inspect the sleeves. So the sleeves have a special little spot where this jacket was finished and sewn together. So we need to find the last stitch that was made on this jacket. And here it is. So you're gonna be looking for this protruding seam, basically looks like a pin tuck. What they've done is they've held both edges of the opening together and given it an edge stitch. So grab your seam ripper and we are going to open this up. And you're probably wondering, why is it there? Well, when a jacket is being created, it's going to be inside out and the lining's being sewn to the self. And you've got to have a way to turn it right side out. And they leave this opening in a spot that's really hard to find and see. So that way, if you just open up the jacket, you're not going to see this pin tucked looking seam. It's going to be in one of the sleeves. So you could take just about any jacket with a lining, turn it inside out, and you're going to find the seam in the sleeves. How fun is that, right? It's a secret hidden little seam inside your jacket. So the next step is grabbing your seam ripper and seam ripping this open. So now you need to open this up. You can open up the whole thing. You can open it up 3 or 4 inches, totally up to you. I like to get it started and I pull it apart a little bit, and then I can get my fingers in here and run my seam ripper through the seam. Give it a little pull, a bunch of it will open up. Okay, so now we have an opening in our lining in the sleeve. Now here's the crazy part. We are gonna turn the jacket completely inside out from that little opening in the sleeve. So now what we're gonna do is find that shoulder pad. So go ahead, stick your hand in the jacket, grab the shoulder pad that's closest to you first and pop it out. So we can see we've got a mess of fabric and lining and shoulder pad and sleeve heading and all kinds of stuff going on here. So generally shoulder pads are just tacked in. So you want to find all the spots that the shoulder pad is tacked in and go ahead and just pop them open. And you're going to notice this shoulder pad is going to pop out pretty easy. So it's going to have all these really loose stitches in here holding it on. You're going to have another one at the other end. And look at that. There is your shoulder pad. Easy peasy. And for the second one, you don't need to open up the other sleeve. We're gonna take our hand, we're gonna stick it all the way in the jacket, and we're gonna find it all the way on the other side over here, and then just pull it out of this opening here. And there's your second shoulder pad. We're gonna do the same thing. We are just gonna find all of those loose stitches that are holding on the shoulder pad, and we're just gonna clip them or pop them open with your seam ripper. And then it's going to remove the shoulder pad just like that. And look at that, we've got both of the shoulder pads out. And what, that took us only a few minutes. We did it, we got those shoulder pads out just like that. Now your next step would just be folding these 2 edges together and putting back in that edge stitch. But if you had really thick, crazy shoulder pads that you took out, when you take it out, it might make your shoulder droopy. So you might have more work to do. If that happens to you, you need to take in the shoulder seam, you need to remove the sleeve, you gotta take in the sleeve a little bit, and then you gotta get that sleeve back in that armhole. So if that's you, you got more work to do, but if all you needed to do was take out those shoulder pads, heck yeah, we did it just like that. And now we just need to sew this up. So I have my 2 layers together and I'm gonna put back in that edge stitch, and we're gonna back stitch at the beginning and the end, and I've got the edge of my fabric lined up with the 1/8 inch on my foot. And I'm using a contrasting thread so that way you can see it. Back stitch and cut. So there we go. We can see that little edge stitch that we put back into the sleeve to keep it together. So I have that edge stitch back in the sleeve here, holding the 2 pieces of the lining together. And I've used the contrasting threads so that way you can see it. So that means we are all done. Let's try it on and check it out. Look at these shoulders. They are looking so much better without these shoulder pads in them. So next time you're thrifting and you see a cool blazer, but it's got these giant shoulder pads in it, don't be scared. They're super easy to take out. Thanks so much for watching Sewing Anastasia today and learning how to easily take out those shoulder pads. If you have any questions about it, leave it down below in the comments and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And if you're not already a follower to Sewing Anastasia, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when the new videos come out. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for watching today. These videos are for you guys. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and leave down below in the comments what kind of video you want to see next. And if you don't follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the social, make sure you follow so that way we can stay connected and creative together. And I would love to see what you've been working on, so make sure you tag me in your projects so I can share them with everyone, keep us all inspired and creative. And don't forget, I teach sewing classes in my design studio here in Chicago, Illinois, and you can sign up for virtual lessons as well. So check those out at sewinganastasia.com. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!